In this video, I will show you how to use the split last item from collection action in Nintex Workflow Cloud. The action removes the last value from the specified collection and stores it in its own variable. The split last item from collection action is one of many actions located in the Collection Operations action group in the Nintex Workflow Cloud Actions toolbox. The action has 3 fields to configure. The first field is Target Collection. The drop-down contains all the collection variables within the workflow. The collection variables can be created from start events, the output of actions, or manually. Select the collection that you would like to remove the last value from. The value of last item is the next field in the action to be configured. A variable needs to be created and selected. Choose the correct variable type so that the item can be easily used with other actions in your workflow. For instance, if you are splitting off a number, use an integer or decimal variable type so that you can insert the variable into a calculate a value action if required. Lastly, there is the output field. The field requires a collection variable. The collection variable used can be the same as the collection variable used in the target collection field. Note that some collection variables cannot be used in the output field. These are mainly variables that are created from start events. In these cases, the output of the action will require a collection variable created by you. The output will contain all the items in the target collection with the last item removed. As you can see, the split last item from collection action is easy to configure. I will now show you how it can be used in your workflows. In this scenario, a company has a SharePoint list for a current project. As the project progresses, an update entry is made to the list. On a weekly basis, a workflow runs, queries the list, and sends an email to the project manager with the current update and status. Let's begin. The workflow first queries the project list to return all the items. I only want the last item, so I will use the split last item from collection action to retrieve it. For the target collection field, I am using the project items collection returned from the query a list action. I will store the retrieved item in a variable called last update, so I will configure this in the value of last item field. I am storing the remaining items in the collection in a variable called remaining status updates and selecting it for the output field. The output for each item from the query list is in JSON format, so I will use 2 query JSON actions to retrieve the update and the status from the JSON string. I will now use the output of the JSON actions in the body of the email to advise the project manager of the current update and status of the project. When the workflow runs, you can see that the current update and status from the SharePoint online list was sent to the project manager. In this video, we looked at the split last item from collection action. We found that it can easily retrieve the last item in a collection and store it in a variable, and also store the remaining collection items in a separate variable. For more information about the split last item from collection action and the other actions used in this video, please see the Nintex Workflow Cloud Help files.